And I think that this is something that really is overlooked, and especially if you want to break out fast, how you track back into your zone matters, because the quicker you're able to support the puck, the faster you can create puck possession and exit your zone. And for example, so many times I've seen when people ask me, to look at their video, and they'll ask me, we're having trouble with our breakout. Can you take a look at it? What are we doing wrong? Well, the number one thing I see is that maybe it's a wing that's first back in their zone, and instead of staying involved in the play and potentially being able to create a 2-on-1 in the corner, that player instead falls back into their regular wing positioning. And then you miss out on an opportunity to be able to create puck possession, and you really put your team at a disadvantage. And if anything, now you're putting the opposition, you're giving them the advantage to be able to create a numerical situation and puck possession. So it's so important that this F3 right here assumes your center low positioning. Okay. And then your fourth person back into the zone, or, your second forward back into the zone essentially, is always going to assume slot coverage, because that's the most dangerous area of the ice. So we always want to make sure that somebody's covering that area. And then lastly, your fifth player, your last player back into the zone, or the third player forward back into the zone, is always going to assume right here this strong side positioning when the puck goes into the corner. Now, one of the things that happens is sometimes F4 and F5, as they're tracking back into the zone, they can end up being tied as they come in over the blue line. And our rule is really simple, super simple. If you're on the right side of the Royal Road, you take responsibility for that side of the ice. If you come in and you're on the left side of the Royal Road, then you take responsibility for the left side of the ice, or for that side of the ice. So it's really simple, but so important that as you track back over the blue line, your defensive blue line, F4 and F5 have to talk. I got right, I got left. So we're going to take a look at some video here, and we're going to see how tracking back into your zone can really help you to be able to break out quickly. And so we're in white in these video clips here. We're playing against the US, and the US here is in blue. And right here, number 24 for us, okay? So she's our right winger. But clearly in this clip, okay, here's our first forward, our first player back, our second player back. So she's going to assume, Natalie Spooner here, number 24, is going to assume our center low positioning, or F3 low positioning in the defensive zone. So she's hard back through the middle of the ice here. And I'm going to stop this clip right here, because you can see right now, if Natalie Spooner doesn't continue on this puck, okay, or continue on the play here, if she just falls back into our regular wing positioning, right here, the US now have a 2-on-1 against us. They have a 2-on-1, they have that numerical advantage. They're going to get puck possession. Okay, so it's a really great job here by Natalie Spooner. Again, I'm going to rewind it just a little bit. Okay, she stays involved with the play here. She knows she's the first forward back. And because she's able to right here get a little pressure on the US, all right, rewind it. She's right there, just a little bit of pressure on the US. They turn the puck over, and now we're back going out of our zone, going the other way. And a great job here with Natalie Spooner, just getting up the ice right away. She's going hard. Nice little self chip here by Blair Turnbull here, number 40. And Blair's going to feed our mid lane driver here for a nice redirect, and it's in the back of the net. And that